Peter since the very first day of college. And my grandmother's best words of advice before she died were, no one can ever take away your education. My grandfather's best words of advice before he died were, find yourself a big kid. And those were the best words of advice that anyone has ever given me, ever. And Peter fit the mold pretty well. Like, I think he fit, I think he's all of our big kids. And Berkeley has been a relative new addition to this duo, Big Pete, Little Pete. And she's really the mold of the perfect person that I should see my best friend with. Some weddings you go to and you go through the motions. It's, you know, I'm 33, so I guess I can say something. I went through my 20s, enough weddings to say that I don't remember all of them. Some of them, you're there because you don't even want to be there. You're just like, I want to go home. When is this going to be over with? Where's the food? Other weddings, you go and you're there for the couple. And you see something that's unique. You're looking forward to the wedding. You're looking forward to seeing the friends and the family and the experience. And you never forget that event. And this is absolutely, no question, one of those special moments. And in a world with such uncertainty and such issues and bombings, the regular, or mass chaos, the regular, the opportunity to cherish the moment is very far from the norm. And this is one of those moments when I'm living every second and having the opportunity to meet all of you and to be with both of you, which, again, unforgettable and just so unique and such an honor to be here. I had a whole speech planned, but then I remembered something that I had in my safe locked away for 9 years now. And when Peter was in boot camp, he sent me handwritten notes of his experience. A lot of them, every day, handwritten notes. He didn't even have a paper or pens. He had this scrap paper, and I would get these letters in the mail. And I don't know if you remember what he wrote.
Please get me out of here.
Well, let me read, and I don't like reading to people in public because it's kind of boring sometimes. These aren't. This is pretty good. And with his permission, I'm planning to put these on that web app for everyone to experience and cherish history, because this is absolutely gold. So I'll read two excerpts from there. And mind you, we're going to go back in time. We're going to go back to Peter is out of the University of Miami. He's going through... what are you talking about?
Man's on the roll.
Keep going. I'll get to you in a minute. Peter gets out of college. He was just president of the student body. And let me, for those who don't know, his actual academic career was incredible, just like his military career. He was president of the student body, president of his fraternity, president of the entire Greek system at the University of Miami for 2 years. Then was on the board of trustees of the university and helped build what is right now one of the leading academic centers, probably in the world, for college students, all of which could not have been done without him. Now, the other really amazing thing that he doesn't even know about is there was a young lady who was crossing Route 1, extremely busy interstate in front of the university, and she was hit by a car, and she died, unfortunately. She was a freshman at the university, and one of the student body referendums, and I don't know what you call it, but bills that he tried to pass was to build an overpass over Route 1. They had groundbreaking a month ago. So after years of perseverance, something that was this brainchild is now creation. And that's interesting too, because and what I'll get at is before I read this, is patience. And the idea of actually going through life and creating something, it takes time, right? So anyway, so he was in a much different world. He was as basic as it gets, and then his military career started, in which the notes then came over. And I quote, "I am here for the idea of this place. I understand it, I respect it, and it makes me glad to know that the officers who guard our shores have so much personal, mental, physical, and moral stamina. But right now, I'm starting to wear thin.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know, Pete. I keep thinking maybe I'm just too civilian for this place. No, just write some of them. I'm going to put it with his permission. But it is wonderful. Patience. And you forget about the mindset of who he was when he wrote those letters and who he's become today. Because just like that overpass, he's now created an incredible infrastructure of a career and just a general being, which is absolutely wonderful. Part of patience is pain tolerance. And where am I going with this, Bert? Berkeley and Peter and I went down to Costa Rica about 2 years ago. And you know when you're like a kid and you're a dude, maybe some girls understand, and like someone throws that perfect football pass and you catch it, and you're like, yeah, that was awesome, right? Well, Gene Dooley, Dooley throws this perfect pass. We're on the beach in Costa Rica, and I'm like, yeah, I got it, and I caught it. And I don't ever excel in ball sports like that ever. And I caught this, and I landed. Thanks, Pete. And I landed, and all of a sudden it started burning. And someone had covered up a fire pit the night before. And I landed, it was the most perfect catch ever, except I'm rolling in pain because I landed in the middle of it. And these hot charcoal amber ashes is burning my feet, and I'm rolling, and they thought I was being dramatic, but no, I was actually
Little dramatic.
It was wild, and anyway, my nurse, and I almost went into shock. My nurse and the person who tended to my wounds the best was, of course, Immediate Action Berkeley. And she's absolutely my savior and my grace. And she stole my heart well before then, but that just was the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
So, thank you for my life. Couldn't go without it. But the interesting thing about it, and the funny part is, then the doctor was, we go to see a doctor, and Peter was with me, and the doctor, I'm like, how bad is it, doctor? The doctor's like, I think you got a problem with your pain tolerance. Pain management issue. Pain management. That's right. So I survived. I survived. But having her around is incredible. Having him around is equally as incredible, and them together is just, I can't even describe how lucky I am. And again, in a world with such uncertainty and such issue, and being surrounded by non-civilians, and understanding what I go through on a day-to-day, and not even being able to comprehend what you all go through, and even you as a supporter of someone in that situation, and the fear and the phone calls that I have, wondering if he's going to be okay. I'm sure you are amplified to a degree that I can't comprehend. And I really want you both to know, and everyone in this room really appreciates not only your service, but your friendship and your commitment. And I really want to give a toast to the most amazing couple that I've known in my life.
Hello.
Thank you, Pete. Next up, we have Teresa.